Welcome to the power quality sessions. In today's session, we'll be seeing symptoms of poor power quality. As you are aware, power quality is set of electrical boundaries in which a equipment works in its intended manner without significant loss of the performance as well as the life expectancy. So how do you know that power quality is poor in your establishment or in your industry? So there are certain symptoms by which a person can tell that yes, the power quality is not good. So let's see those symptoms one by one. Industry uses almost 70% load by the motors, and nowadays many motors are controlled by electronic controls or the VFDs, and if the power quality is not good, it is observed that motor may not start at all or it may go down again and again. Many times due to harmonics, the I square R losses are increased, and it is seen that overheating of the conductors and panels is observed because the harmonic current will be flowing through not only through the motors or the device which is generating harmonic but throughout the system in the industry. So overheating is observed. Many times persistent fuse blowing is observed without any significant reason behind it. So this could be due to poor power quality. Computers getting reset, computer getting crash, and a user losing the lot of important work. This could be due to transient or due to voltage sags. Another important aspect of the transient is the component damage. Unnecessary, the cards, electronic cards are getting damaged before its lifespan, and this happens because transients will erode the electronic circuitry, and within a short span the components will be getting damaged again and again. Many times it is happen that there are computer monitor disturbances, some lines coming onto the computer monitors. So this could be one of the EMI or EMC issues which is due to poor power quality. A user will always see a very high or artificial consumption, and that consumption cannot be related to specific production, and it cannot be attributed to the actual consumption in the industry. So this can be happening due to poor power quality. For example, the harmonic I square R or the current is increased, and that's why the energy consumption will be increased, and that will be reflected in the electricity bill. Unwarranted or nuisance tripping, again and again systems are tripping and the user is required to reset it, restart it. Flickering of the lamps or short life of the lamps, not only incandescent but even CFL and incandescent as well as the LED lamps are getting shorted and the life is less. Main base timing, many electronic equipment works on zero crossing principle, and due to transient or due to voltage sag it happens that, or even in due to harmonics, the zero crossing is shifted, and due to that all the equipments which will be working on that time will be getting affected. So this is also a symptom of poor power quality. A process control devices acting unpredictably because they are controlled by electronics, and the poor power quality will have the impact on them by acting them unpredictably. Then general equipment malfunction is also observed. Reduce efficiencies, many a times the equipment efficiencies are reduced. Insulation damage due to excessive heating, excessive current, or due to excessive voltage, insulation damage will be happening. Pulsating torques in the motor, especially due to harmonics. In the harmonics there are positive sequence harmonics and negative sequence harmonic. Positive sequence harmonic will create torque in one direction, while negative sequence torque will create in the another direction, and it may cause pulsating torques in the motors. Then many times it is observed that the communication or the control signal circuitries are getting interference due to EMI EMCs. There are many a times increased operating temperature of the equipment than the normal usually found in the normal working is observed. So this could be one of the symptom of the poor power quality. Of course, all of these result into reduced equipment life and as well as the high maintenance cost. These harmonics, especially harmonics, will create reduced capacitor life or the capacitor failures because capacitive reactance gives low impedance path to the high frequency harmonics and they will be overloaded, and this results into reduction into the capacitor lives. Blown fuses and tripping of switch gears again and again. So all of these are the different symptoms of poor power quality. So if any of these things are getting reflected in an industry, then a maintenance person can be sure that the power quality is not good, and it is required to do a power quality monitoring to find out this specific power quality problem. Thank you.